Alrighty then, fellow mobile gaming fanatics, I'm MyTyme to WWE Supercard, and as promised, I'm going to bring you my recent King of the Ring results, as well as have a quick look at the upcoming event. So, Road to Glory, and here are the cards, as you can see on the screen. I'm going to click on the event actually, just so we can see them properly. Alright, we're going to go up. We're going to forget everything apart from pretty much legendary. So for some of you who are still new to the game or maybe haven't progressed quite as far, you're going to be getting another diva. So a legendary diva page, decent diva. It's going to help a lot of people if it makes a pro, even as a single. Those of you who are in, say, epic tier, maybe to get into legendary tier, they have seem to be giving out a lot better rewards since this WrestleMania tier has been released for the lower tiers, almost like they're trying to promote everyone up to Survivor/WrestleMania tier as quick as possible. If we move up, we've got Finn Balor now, or Finn Balor even, I don't know, I keep saying Balor. Finn Balor, now that's going to make a pro, and it keeps in theme with AJ Styles. So these are two rewards recently that Cat Daddy have released in other events that are going to make a pro within a couple of weeks. So for all those people who had a single AJ Styles and they as a freebie or early pull or reward and got him pro'd and were like, yes, we've got an AJ pro, now everybody else who got him in the other event is going to have him as a pro like myself. So that's great news for me, but I'm sure there's going to be a few people now which will feel a bit screwed over. It would be like if we had another Heath Slater as a WrestleMania reward. People are going to be like, huh? All those people have got him straight away as their freebies that were cursing, and then were like, woohoo, amazing. It's a bit like that of AJ Styles. Now, although AJ is obviously a better card, and if you just go to him, he has great speed. I said anything above 1100 is classed as being great. Anything around, the 1090, 1080s are pretty good. So he's got pretty good power, but he's got really great speed. Charisma's not too bad, okay, lacks in toughness, but the kind of card that you would probably leave his toughness alone. And there's not too many cards that do power and speed. You tend to find power, toughness, speed, charisma are pretty popular. There's a few more in power and charisma. You don't get too many cards doing toughness and speed and power and speed. So in that sense, he's pretty good. So I'm just going to keep him with power and speed. I'm not going to worry about the charisma. That's going to be my aim. But yeah, and then Finn as well. So these are going to be two pros. So for a lot of people, those of you maybe that aren't in WrestleMania tier can pro your Finn. Those of you that are in WrestleMania tier and manage to get the AJ, that's going to be your first WrestleMania pro if you haven't already got one. And that leads me to think that there's got to be some kind of change coming in the game, because they never give you pros, not the top tier pros, this easily and this early in a tier. It's just like that normally happens when a new tier is going to be released or something like that. So they try to bump a few people up closer towards it. Maybe that means fusions. Maybe it means for the last 2 months or so, or however long's left of this game until they potentially reset, or until we find out what their plans are. Maybe it means fusions are just around the corner. That's what it looks like, to be fair, people. That something is about to change given this AJ rewards. And then you've obviously got Nakamura as the event card. So I said before, busy weekend for me. I'm going to try and get them all. Have to really try and get them. Have to do most of my playing probably maybe on the Thursday or the Friday. Maybe able to get a little bit done on the Sunday. We'll have to see. But there we go. Team event is pretty much all done now. It's just for the King of the Ring. Now, did make the finals and I won it both games against the bot madly. Now, the only reason I'm energized for both games is because I was too tired to stay up, so I just had to put on the assistant and just pray I got the win. I didn't actually mean to come out of that, sorry. If you have a look at the chat, there was only me and C. Lopez, and yep, he unfortunately got knocked out by the bots this time. Happened to me before, nearly happened to me in the first round. As we come here, I lost to Winner Dino, as you can see. If we go to game 1, boom, both power, well, I'm powered up, he isn't, so I can't beat any of the WrestleMania cards with any of the Survivor event pros. So that was a loss. The tag was a loss there. Only reason I won this one is because of the incompatible tag. Maybe partly because of the proc, I'm not too sure. Obviously, the WrestleMania pros will win, and I lose the divas. So that was game 1 down. Game 2, fortunately, I swapped my divas around, seeing that hopefully maybe Brie would be able to win. It didn't work. Luckily, Sami Zayn called and Christian called, and then the last match, putting Charlotte into divas. Did that help me or not? Not really, because obviously I would have won the single diva match up here anyway. So that brought me back to one game apiece, and I was awake at this stage. Fortunately, no energizing, and I take the first 3 games here. As you can see, the bots need to be down at least 2 to 3 games for you to have a chance to win with those Survivor cards, and then obviously I could win all these matches as a result. So we got through, played other bot in the final, semi-finals, much easier, unenergized, and unfortunately for Lopez, Madley ended up energizing and he got knocked out. So I feel for you, because that was me in the last King of the Ring. But rewards, so what do I want, what do I not want? Well, a pro, obviously, everyone wants. I don't want an AJ Styles now, because obviously I'm getting that very soon. So an AJ Styles would probably be the worst reward possible. And now you might say, no, a Braun Strowman or a Luke Harper or anyone like that, Big Show, they're all worse than getting another AJ Styles. Theory the card might be, but at least it's another card towards the card collection, and it'll be another pro that I wouldn't have if I get it as a pro. So not AJ Styles. If I got an Edge, that'd be awesome. Obviously, I don't particularly want a Christian either, because I've already got one of him. Or a Charlotte. Alicia Fox would be awesome, but that's not going to happen. Let's be realistic. So if I can't get a pro, maybe just a card I like. Maybe not even a top card. Maybe something like Dolph Ziggler. Maybe Randy Savage, maybe something like that. So let's have a look anyway. Claim rewards. Please be good to me. Please be good to me. Okay. Having got Luke Harper now, I'm not too happy. Okay. If you look at his stats, he's not good in anything. And being power and toughness, there are loads of power and toughness cards. He's going to get creamed by, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. He'll get creamed by people like Triple H and that, who, although they only have the power, they will still have better toughness than him. So, great. And as a Survivor, Kofi, so that's not a new card. So pretty horrible rewards, to be fair. Don't know what to say. It's one of those things you say, oh, I wouldn't mind getting any of those kind of cards, because at least it's a new card to add to the collection. But then when you actually get it, you think, why did I say that? Why? Oh well, that's pretty deflating. On that note, I'm going to go. Let me know where you guys are going from Road to the Glory. Also, if you are just, maybe starting out or not quite as advanced as myself, are any of these cards any good for you? Do you get a pro from the page, or maybe even a Brock to help you get into Legendary? Let me know in the comments below. As I said, good luck with the Road to Glory. I'll be back probably over the course of the weekend, hopefully with another King of the Ring final appearance to go for another WrestleMania card. Until then, good luck everyone. Take care. See you all soon.